Huh. Hey! Yeah. Ooh. Okay. It's hold on, turn me up. Turn me up. Bitch. Huh. Man. I'm about to go, hold on. Hold on. I'm uncomfortable right now. Let me just rectify a little bit of a thing and then I'll be back. My thing just went so far just then for what reason? Okay, hold on.
Just starts to rain and feel so gross and get chilly again.
So no fun allowed on the
No
week.
fun. No fun allowed.
Well, except for here, of course.
Yeah. Hello.
You.
Good morning.
How's it going, y'all?
Pretty good, honestly. Slept really hard last night. That's why I ran a little late this morning. Woke up late.
Sometimes you just need that kind of sleep.
Hmm.
Yeah, especially after this week. This week was rough, man.
Yeah.
Work
Work.
kicked my ass up and down the street twice.
Making a victory lap, I guess.
Yeah, I guess someone in the crowd said encore, and it took it seriously and said, "All right, I'll do it again." But no, a couple of weeks ago, I had my general manager walk out, and then this is also a point where a lot of people had requested off just for various reasons. And so there's a lot of gaps in the schedule, and I've been running doubles for most of the week. And oof, goddamn. I usually just run the night shift, but I've been having to run part of the day shift and part of the night shift. And yeah, tiring at the least.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds like it for sure.
But the good news is the new general manager starts on Monday. And there's a lot of people back from their vacations or whatnot Monday too. So excited about that.
Sure, that'll help out quite a bit.
Yeah, it better.
What? As in, like, Alistair? No.
But we did follow his command. We were driving out the demons.
Fucking gods and their bullshit. Sorry. Keep going. Yeah, I don't like those guys, but they don't deserve that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, so upon learning this information, can Mercy address the Angel of Diligence and be like, all right, so do you agree with this, or are you gonna help or do something? So you're on Isrion's side about this.
Yes, but what does that even mean? The whole reason why y'all are angry is because they didn't go on a rampage and kill everybody that was a victim in the wrongdoings of a certain group that happened to live in that area. So, do you mean by the decision of whether they fear the loss of the land or y'all? We came to you because we thought y'all could make the right decision about Ashitan, but you're literally about to punish people for not committing mass genocide. So, what does this mean?
I think it might mean that maybe we should take Ashetan back. I'm not convinced you're the right party to hold on to him anymore. Oh, okay. Whatever. Keep him. I guess we have to go warn a whole city that God is angry because they didn't kill innocent people just because he wanted them to.
This Isrion is lucky he's not here right now, or I'd give him a piece of my mind, and he's gonna start walking towards wherever the teleportation circle was, just shaking his head.
Oh, Mercy follows. Mercy turns back, cracks her neck, looking forward to it. Anyway, thanks for the warning, at least.
See you in 5 days. And as we teleport, he's going to be eyeing, basically looking Solaire in the eye with kind of like a bit of anger in his eyes. His he would have thought these were the good guys, but his thought is kind of grayed now.
Mercy stops, also turns back around as if a thought just came to her. What if this isn't the end of the devils? Would Isrion focus his anger on the devils or punishing his followers? And what about you, Angel of Diligence? Where would you focus your efforts? Angels.
Well, that went rather well.
This is frustrating. I wanted to be angry at the church still, but I guess I can't be angry at the church because they've got a bigger and meaner bully coming after them.
Well, I guess we need to somehow get a message to Zanir that we'll be in in um Alistair for a while in case
Uh,
he finishes his business.
yeah, I mean, can't we just send them a message? Do we really have to go see them again?
I ain't fair, but uh, I kind of forgot to turn this in last time that I was there. And he'll gesture towards the horn. Um, it's come in use, but
You're
I kind of left my job undone.
supposed to turn that in?
Yeah, this is supposed to be turned in for research on how to get rid of the problem.
Felix, you can't turn that in.
What do you mean?
It's like it's such a good asset. Why would you give it to anybody?
My entire party died to get this thing because we had a job to do.
And that's very sad. But I mean, the giant test that comes out of it, surely I mean, you don't want to give her up to research, right? That's
Well, no, I don't really want to, but I mean, he'll look at it. I really don't want to give it up. It is a very powerful asset, but it was the thought process was that they thought the giant test could help them with the problems. But you know what? I think I'll hold on to it a little bit. Is and he'll get excited face. This shit is just so fucking cool.
good. Well, Sorry about your job, but yeah, the giantess she's wonderful. I'm sure she'd be willing to loan her assistance in an advisory capacity towards the problem.
Well, we got 5 days till this council meeting. Um, I guess we just need to find a messenger and then wait. Maybe I don't really know what to do. I did. I feel like there's so many things we could be doing, but there's nothing that we should be doing. You know.
Oh, uh, out of character, do we know why Zanir went to the island? Sorry, was that in the notes? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Um, okay, okay, okay. So back in character, Mercy turns to Felix and she's like, Felix, I have a confession to make. I need to
Uh,
keep this between us, please.
okay.
Also, Val's here too, so hopefully, actually, hopefully he's off talking to Sine or something. Um, we need to follow. I can't tell you why, but we need to follow Zanir, and his sister.
Okay,
And
so I know you said you can't say why, but my first instinct is to ask why.
I just need you to trust me. It is very, very important.
Okay, can I get 3 questions with vague answers?
Uh, maybe? What's the first one?
Okay. Is it because you think Zane or his sister is dangerous?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, the other 2 questions depended on your answer to that one, and I didn't expect that part. So, no further questions.
No. So we'll go after we get this message.
Yeah. Um, but if we're going to be, are we going to try to do this the stealthy way, or are we just going to just keep an eye on them
You,
and act like normal?
you, my friend, are going to keep an eye on them and act normal and keep them distracted if possible. I am going to be stealthy about it.
What do you mean, keep them distracted? You want me to put on a show or something?
No, you do not need to put on a show, Felix. You just need to make sure that they are looking in directions other than me,
Okay.
particularly Zanir.
Particularly is the near. So I have to keep the attention of somebody who has very good eyesight. And
Yep.
he'll put his hand on his chin and start stroking his beard. Hmm. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Good luck, Val. Try not to run into any demons.
Snay would probably offer to go with him. I'm guessing Val told her all about what happened with the angels. Not much. Mostly just talking to Val, unless Mercy or Felix go to talk to her.
Can she get a message to Alistair? That would be the only thing.
Of course I can. That's simple
Okay.
magic.
All right. If you don't mind, could you just warn them that their terrible, powerful sky father or whatever is going to punish them for not committing mindless murder?
Skyfather. You mean Isrion?
I do mean Isrion, yes.
He's more of a child, to be honest.
I could see that. I could see that.
Well, I suppose I could message Yvonne and let her know. I suspect they'll already have an idea of what's coming.
Hopefully they choose the right side and not the mindless murder side.
Well, yes, I believe there's more faith to be had in the Reverend than in Yvonne herself, but
Which one was the Reverend?
he's the leader of the church there.
I
Yvonne
don't think
is.
I don't think we met him during our encounter with the church.
Ah, okay, okay. Well,
See, Yvonne
perhaps you
is.
should tell him instead of Yvonne.
Well, I suppose I could. Although I suspect that Israel's wrath would be more directed at her. You say that you wanted Yvonne and the church knights to attack Kudaju?
Yes.
Hmm.
Did they explain why?
Only because a small, outcasted sect of that area decided to try and summon a few devils.
Well, it sounds like it was more. From the reports I've heard, it has been a veritable army.
Well, a few hundred, yes, but it wasn't all of them, and most of the city was already razed. They were victims, just as anyone.
And they were told to go there and to slaughter everyone?
Yes.
I suppose I'll need to have a few words with Israel when the council convenes.
Please do. In fact, I'd love to join you.
Well, you are
I
the
I
one.
do have a couple of words for him as well.
I would warn you, though you may express yourself however you will. Don't try to pick a fight with him.
No fights? Probably.
It won't be my intention, but if it happens, I guess I'll roll with what happens.
If it happens, well, it was nice knowing you all.
I suppose getting in a fist fight would be something to avoid, right, Felix?
Well, every time I try to avoid a fight, we end up in a fight anyway. So I'll keep trying.
As if Israel would deign to use his fists.
Well, it's a figure of speech and all.
I mean, I did goad a archdevil into coming into facing me face to face, so I think I could goad a god into doing it too.
I'm sure you could goad him, but we'll address this later. I think we've got some things to do, Felix.
Oh yeah,
Today,
I mean, I wasn't intending to. I just said I could.
yes, yes. As long as you don't give that giant away, we'll be fine.
I'll keep it for now.
Sine, thank you. Val, good luck with your patron. It's that situation, but we'll be off.
Yes, one of these days I'd love to have a proper chat with you, Mercy. It's so
Proper.
rare to see other drow outside of Grimcourt.
Yes, I haven't really been a drow for a very long time, it feels like, but
Well, you still are a drow, regardless of how long it's been since you've been among them.
that's true. Perhaps we will have that chat then.
That would be nice. But for now, take care of yourselves. Val and I have our own business to attend to.
You guys take care as well.
Bye bye. No, I've never been to the island branch. I hear it's pretty though.
I've never been either.
Might have to relax and go for a dip. Island branch
Don't
should have some pretty waters in there.
don't forget our purpose, please. I'm counting on you, Felix.
Oh yeah, I think I might have a way to distract him. I'm just gonna get myself into a dangerous situation, and then he's gonna have to focus.
Uh, okay, yeah, that's a surprisingly good idea. Just be
What do
careful.
you mean, surprisingly good idea? And you act like I don't come up with good ideas.
I didn't say that.
I'm just, I'm fucking with you.
Okay, let's go.
Off to the island branch we go.
Not too surprising. It's been almost 2 decades since anyone was here, as far as he is aware. He'll cautiously approach the entrance and slowly make his way inside without causing too much of a disturbance. Well, luckily he does have dark vision. Casting too much light at this point seems too dangerous, so he'll continue as is. Just begin searching through the various rooms of the home. Seems pest control hasn't been around in a while. I think he I think he would stealthily try and get a look at the dining room, hearing that noise, just to figure out what it is in there. So come over here and just peek around the corner and take a look. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Is this? I assume the gem tortoise is native to the island branch. Would he know about how dangerous or feral these things are? Mhm. Okay, well, he'll leave it be for now. Probably have to shoot it out later, but with that, assuming the skittering doesn't come closer, he'll make his way over to whatever room this was, where the smoke smell is coming from. As if someone were searching for something. Hmm. Yeah, old knickknacks and souvenirs from their adventuring days, and some of the fancy stuff they were buying once they had money. They're start cautiously going through some of the things. Not really sure what the cult was after, but just keeping an eye out for, I guess, things that he would recognize or that I guess might have some value to them. Do I know what that means? It makes sense with the matriarch part. Well, he'll roll it up and pocket that and hope that that still transfers to him and his sister. And he'll continue searching throughout the room until he's basically gone through everything in there. Would this be something that he would recall seeing in the house? Would he know? I guess if he saw it, he would know what area of the house it was usually kept in. And as he's searching, he's not finding the staff, is he? Okay. Safe to say that, well, maybe the cultists took it, maybe it's been looted by other people over the years. Alright, so once he's finished going through that room, come back out to the main hall and make his way towards the kitchen. And again, just stopping at the corner, peeking around just to see what those creatures are, what's in there. Hostile or relatively tame, or what are these ones? Gotcha. So he'll take his pistol and fire it in their direction without necessarily aiming at them, more so using the sound to spook them. And he'll cross over to this side of the hall first. So he'll come in and begin an investigative search of the kitchen as well. Yeah. Thing too out of the ordinary. Okay. He'll sneak back out and take a look. What do you mean? I told you we knew the fastest way. I found a few things of interest. Oh, yeah. Apparently, Mom and Dad had some kind of contract with a drow house. A matriarch bond is what it's called. Hopefully, we can still cash in the value of it. Not particularly. I figured I'd wait till you got here to start the more juicy search. I know we often weren't allowed to go down into the basement, so I haven't gone down there yet. Not without you. I'll just lean up against the wall and wait for her to do her thing. Suppose mom and dad were cautious as we are. He'll follow obvious directions. Well, I remember seeing this place once or twice with mom and dad, but I forgot how much they had down here. So it is. I'll walk over to the case and see if there's any indication of what may have been there before. Can he examine the circle and attempt to figure out the nature of it? That's a curious connection. Did the cultists that we know of, did they also speak Majri? So more than likely it was likely them. Can he figure out what the magic circle actually does? What its purpose is? Okay. Perhaps I would point that to Avi and see if she knows anything about it. Indeed. So for now, we'll have to keep that in the back of our minds, but probably move on and see what else we can find down here. Are the artifacts and things that our parents used to have still there? Hey, Avio, why do you want to leave these things here? Just to let their stuff rot away in an abandoned basement? Well, by all rights, this would be our inheritance. I don't think Mom and Dad would want all this stuff to go to waste. Hey, what's your problem, Avia? What? I know that you want to find out what happened, but this is about more than that. This is about our parents' legacy as well.
Such drama.
Just sigh and look at the bag, look at Avia, and then start collecting some of the stuff down there.
Oh, we couldn't. Could we not teleport? Or not really? To to the island realm? Okay. Uh, are Zanir and Avia still on separate levels? Like, is he still in the basement and is she upstairs?
If he's cleared out the basement, he was gonna make a second pass, specifically looking for hidden switches or secret rooms or anything like that, knowing how his parents were.
Um, Hopefully Mercy is gonna at least see where Avia is in the house, or at least see that Zanir is not like up on this level, maybe, through a window very quietly. And then she turns to Felix and she's like, okay, Felix, go find Zanir and keep him occupied. I just need to talk to his sister.
Sorry. How long do you need me to distract them for?
Uh, I don't know, just until I give you the signal.
He's gonna sit there and just stare at you, waiting for the signal.
You'll know the signal when I give it to you. Trust me.
You know, I have a funny story about that, but I don't think this is the time for it. But okay, I'll trust you on that.
Thank you. Thank you. You go in, and then I'll wait a few minutes and then sneak in after you.
Okay.
Remember, I'm not here.
You're not here in the island branch, or you're not here as in you're not here to the house yet.
Uh, Whichever one is easier to sell.
Okay. Okay. And he'll kind of like hype himself up a little bit. Okay. 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 All right. See you in a minute. And then he'll head up to the door.
Percy just watches him go and kind of like shakes her head a little bit.
And Felix will. I'm guessing the door is probably open, right? Or to some fashion. He's just going to give the door a brief knock, just a quick 3 knocks, just do do do. Uh, Anybody home?
Oh, Mercy's gonna roll stealth real quick. And hopefully it will be good. Oh, why isn't it going to... Oh, there we go. Oh, all right.
Well,
It's hidden.
did he hear Felix?
I mean, I wasn't being quiet about it.
Yeah, he was still down in the basement, so if he hears Felix calling hello, he'll stop what he's doing, run up the stairs until he can see him, and then just sort of wave him in.
Ah, nice place you got here.
Thanks. It's not exactly ours anymore, but
So, and he'll kind of put his hands in his pockets. How's the investigation going?
well, we found a lot of things. Not much of help. You know a bit about the arcane, right?
I've given a couple offhanded lessons here and there.
Could you wait a minute? Where are Val and Mercy?
Oh, Val went to the abyss with Sine. We assumed to deal with his um, demon nonsense. Um, Val, I don't know. She said she had to go to the bathroom, and I haven't really seen her for 45 minutes. I'm assuming it's a doozy.
Um, right. Well, anyway, I'm sure she'll make her way when she's ready. Anyway, could you
She's
tell
good
me?
about finding her way places.
Right. Anyway, I need your help.
Sure thing. With what?
Uh, Follow me, and I'll turn back down the stairs and lead Felix to the magic circle of blood.
Okay, I'll follow you down.
I know you can't read the language, but with your more adept arcane senses, can you get an idea of what this circle is for?
I can give it a shot. Yeah. Out of character, my intelligence is not my strong suit. So we'll see where this goes.
You're doing great.
Want me to give it a shot with a Arcana roll? I believe Jack of all trades. Okay, 9.
Wait, I thought Felix had proficiency in Arcana.
I have Jack of all trades, half proficiency in Arcana. Uh, Felix is not smart.
So Zanir has more proficiency in Arcana.
Yes,
Yeah,
but due to the situation, I'm gonna make you believe I know what I'm talking about, just to
okay,
distract you for a minute.
okay.
Deception roll?
So he's gonna stare at the circle for a good few moments, put his hand on his chin. Well, I can definitely tell it's a circle,
Yeah, yeah,
bloody with bloody origins. So usually some dark magic of sorts.
yeah. We assumed it was the cult.
Hmm. That's probably it. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Uh, was there any notes with it at all?
No,
Hmm. He'll sit there and stroke his beard a little bit.
look, if you don't know, that's fine. I'll ask someone else, but
No. It's good. I'm racking my brain. There's been a lot of circles in my life. I'm just gonna have to remember which one this is.
oh boy.
Um, Mercy is sneaking into the house. And let me know if I need to make another stealth check or not. And once she gets close enough, she's gonna try and grapple Avia and put her sword to her neck. well, yeah, what are the well, yeah, what are all the rules for that order of event? Okay. Fuck. Well, okay. All right, giving up stealth for speed of action. She's just gonna dive and try and bring her to the ground. Ooh, just straight decks.
Damn.
What?
She could also crit.
My dexterity is 16. Wait, that's 18 plus 4. I'm waiting to level up to get that ASI. Oh
Okay.
no. She got. Trust me, I know from experience it's not going to go well for you, Mercy.
Well, she doesn't know that yet, but someone's got some real suspicious wolf marks on her. She's got to find out what that's about.
There are many ways to approach Avia. That is not the right one.
You said you had to talk to her. This is not how you talk to people, Mercy.
This is the first part of a conversation. Be right back, be right back.
Negotiation tactic.
Yes.
All right. BRB.
Hey, look. listen, man. Look, man. It's May the 4th, all right? It's May the 4th, all right? So you know what has to happen at this point. Mm. Okay. Now you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. All right. Run it back. Let's get it on with it. Let's get on with it. Okay. Man, I can't believe I was muted the whole time. So well anyway. Let's get back in it. Let's get back to it.
What it takes to be.
Are we all here?
I am here.
$12. Okay, so Mercy's gonna have a moment to say something or do something before Avia reacts.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello, welcome. Any other conversation between Felix and Zanir?
Um, just I'm basically just making small talk and trying to distract him from the fact that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Once it's clear he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, Sneer's gonna go back to examining the walls for a secret room.
Okay.
Well, if it's obvious I can't distract him that way, I might as well help him with what he's doing. At
I'd
least
say
till we hear fighting upstairs, and I don't know what I'm going to do for that.
it's okay. Sneer knows exactly what he'll do.
So this is your parents' basement, huh?
It is indeed.
I never wanted to poke or prod, but what happened here?
I assume you mean the night that everything went down.
Yeah, because I doubt the house cave destroyed like this.
No, of course not. But I was quite a bit younger back then.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay. Did you want to finish, Zenir?
Um, I was quite a bit younger back then, and well, all I know is that all of a sudden one of our servants burst into my room, started shouting that we needed to get out, that the house was on fire, that we were under attack. I met up with Avia, and the two of us escaped out the back door. She said that she had seen our parents lying in a pool of blood. I didn't see anything for myself, though.
Damn, just in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And from there,
And go ahead.
from there we fled from the island branch. Eventually made our way to the mortal realm, and we settled in, or rather, were stranded in Strazia. We just sort of settled down where we could and did the best that we had to get by at that point.
Damn it. I'm sorry that you had to go through like that.
All that's ancient history now. I'm as eager to stop the cult as anyone, but I fear that Avia is taking this a little too far.
How long ago was this?
This was about 16 years ago.
I don't mean to sound like a downer, but what do you expect to find that's still here after 16 years?
Clues as to why, I guess, why the cult decided to kill our parents and what they were after. That's why I need to know what this circle is. This was one of the most obvious clues that we found so far. But we just can't quite figure it out.
Mercy has a
Yeah.
moment when she's interacting with Avia to draw her weapon, say something.
I'm so as long as I've successfully pinned her to the ground, I have a hand over her mouth to like try and keep her quiet, and I'm like, don't scream. I just want to talk. And she's got her sword out next to her face. What do you know about actually, sorry. She's like, I'm gonna ask a question and then move my hand and you're going to respond.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
So Mercy has 16. Avia has 17. Avia is flexing her wrist. A blade is jutting out of her gauntlet. She's attacking Mercy.
Missed.
She's missing. Mercy's turn.
I'm not gonna attack her, but she's just gonna like grunt, and be like, "I'm serious. I just want to talk." And then can I roll to grapple her to keep her from attacking, or at least make it harder for her to attack?
Sure.
So that's just contested strength, right? Straight strength.
Yeah.
This might go fine. Okay.
Eight.
Nice.
So Mercy is successful.
Awesome. And then she's gonna. All right, now that she's got her grappled, she's gonna ask her first question. Tell me how you got those scars.
Avia's face is not angry, but like focused, like intensely focused. She's clearly not. She's not saying anything. She is rolling her own grapple to escape. 26.
Fuck.
She's slipping out of Mercy's grasp, moving like over. She's moving up. She's moving over here. She's throwing a dagger at Mercy. She's bro. She's jumping out the window over here. And then Mercy can see out of these windows. She's drawing her crossbow as she's running. Mercy's turn.
All right. I guess we're doing this the hard way. Mercy run after her and cuts a small incision in her hand to cast Curse of the Binding, Blood Curse of the Binding, which as soon as I can find it, I will remember. Okay, so strength. I'll need a strength save.
Zanir and Felix have heard by now.
Are we entering an initiative?
Fuck.
Sure. Yeah.
She saves. That was my bonus action though, so I'm gonna. She's gonna draw her her bow and yell stop, and actually she's not gonna draw her bow yet. She's just gonna cast darkness around both of them. And that will be her turn.
On Avia's turn, she's running out of the darkness. She's briefly pointing her crossbow into the darkness, not able to see her target. Avia's then calling out Zenir's name as she's heading into that doorway in the center of the house. Then that'll be Felix's turn.
I assume we heard the yelling and the crashing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at Zanir and like, you heard that too, right?
He's already running.
All right. he'll jog up the stairs, but in his head he probably thinks this is Mercy's way of talking, so he's gonna try to go a little bit slower than usual, but just to basically like maybe slow things down a little bit. And I don't know if 30 feet is up the stairs, but I'm assuming 30 feet at least gets me here from the basement.
Yeah.
And then I'll stop there and pass my turn.
Mercy's turn.
All right, so she can't see her right now, of course, but hopefully she can use the sound of her voice to move closer to her while being quiet. And she asks again, just answer my questions and we don't have to fight. You don't want to worry your brother, right? Your family's lost enough.
It's a bit late for that.
Oh, she moved very far away. I missed that. Sorry.
You're in darkness. You can't see it.
I know. That's true. All right, she gets out. Or actually probably just moves this way blindly. 40 feet would be here. And seeing that she was talking to no one, now she's just gonna shoot at her. Actually, no. She's gonna try the Blood Curse the Binding again. So strength check, please.
9.
Ooh, alright, so she's not going anywhere for the rest of her until the end of my turn. Her movement speed is 0. I just want to talk, and since that was a bonus action, she's gonna action dash to get up close to her again. And that'll be, well, she's gonna get in front of her actually. That'll be my turn.
Zanir's turn.
All right. So all he knows is that he is hearing Avia calling his name. I assume it sounds somewhat frantic.
Yeah.
So, how much movement speed does it take to get out of the basement?
Uh, 30 feet.
30? So Zanir is going to full dash with feline agility, giving him 170 and 140 move speed this turn. So he is going to 30 feet, and from here, run over to this banister and just leap off. And then, yeah, easily make it to the two of them. And he's just going to see Mercy and Avia. Avia's sort of struggling, not able to move. I assume he would know Mercy, the appearance of Mercy's ability at this point.
Yeah.
So he is just going to run full blast and basically like shove his way in between Mercy and Avia and try to bonus action push Mercy away.
Zanir, I just want to talk to her.
He's pushing before you have time to say a word.
Okay.
What are the rules on that anyway?
A shove, yeah, shove action, maybe. Is that also contested strength and then prone on a failure?
Yeah,
I make
sounds right.
strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, so I'll do acrobatics then.
According to rules, we'll see how this goes. My strength is terrible, but Zanir's not actually thinking coherently right now.
Can't you do an acrobatics too? Or no?
No.
It has to be.
The shover can only use athletics.
Or athletics, okay.
So yeah,
I dodge. Or move before you can shove me. I don't know.
mm-hmm. I get like one hand on you and push you back like a little bit, but you don't really move.
Zanir, I'm
But-
not trying to hurt her.
But I am firmly in between the two of you. Back off, Mercy. I don't know what is going on here, but both of you need to calm down.
She knows something. And
She
need
knows
to ask
many
her a
things.
question.
You know many things.
She knows something about my mentor. She fought with him. She's clearly an enemy of the Blood Hunters.
That does not give you any right to attack her.
I just want to talk to her. And
that
ask me
requires this?
I think she started the fighting. She shot at me.
Avia, what happened?
Avia is backing out of the doorway. She's sneering at Zanir.
Wait, I think she still can't move. Wait, is it the end of my action or her action? End
Oh,
of
has
my
movie-
next turn.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's been.
Yeah. Avia is pointing her crossbow at Mercy. She's readying an action She's saying to Zanir, "Is this the company you keep?"
It is, although I had expected better. What is going on here?
You should ask her.
I'm asking you both.
Yes, Avia, what is going on here?
Mercy, you're not helping.
Sorry.
Both of you, put your weapons away. We do not need this.
Mercy smiles sarcastically and puts her sword away and holds up her hands. One of them is still bleeding from the palm. No weapons here.
Drop your spell.
She gonna run away?
Avia?
Could Mercy and Zanir both give me their passive perception?
Mine is, I don't think that great.
15.
Oh, it's 16. So,
Okay. They observe Avia storing her crossbow.
Okay.
Any thoughts or actions from Felix during that time?
Just to finally catch up. Like, oh, hey, I see you're done with the bathroom. Um, uh, we were just talking in the basement. Oh, I see y'all are already okay. Okay, never mind. And he's just gonna like step back and put his hands behind his back and wait for whatever happens.
Okay.
hello, Felix.
I
Make sure she doesn't go anywhere.
well, I couldn't keep up with Sanir. I don't think I could keep up with her.
They are fast, aren't they?
We've had to be to survive. It's just the way it is.
Mercy looks pointedly at Avia. Not faster than a lycanthrope, I see. Why don't you tell us that story?
Is Mercy still holding the curse?
Yes. But it probably would have, because it's not her turn anymore, it probably would have fallen off, I think. Because it only lasts till the end of my turn. So,
Okay. Avia is still looking at Mercy. She's backing away out into the outside of the house. She's saying, "So I fought a werewolf. What does it matter to you?"
you didn't just fight a werewolf, you fought a blood hunter. And Mercy's sort of slowly following her as she's walking away.
Zanir's moving to stay in between them.
He wasn't just a werewolf. He was a blood hunter, and he was my mentor. And you have something to do with this quest he sent me on.
You're delusional. That was a monster, nothing more.
He's not a monster. Well, he was a monster, but
Could Mercy
was
save
more
dexterity
than
when
that.
she's walking through the doorway?
God. Ooh. 14.
Thin metal wires are bursting from a device placed on the wall here. Mercy is grappled and restrained.
Ugh. She growls at Avia. What did you do to him? What were you doing in the mountains?
There's a pleased look on Avia's face. She's saying, I wasn't in the mountains. I was in the night garden.
What were you doing there? Is he still there?
I don't know. We fought. There was a vampire evolved as well. I simply escaped.
How did you run into them? A vampire? You need to tell me more. What about Stormhaven? What were you doing in the south?
Maybe you should collect your thoughts before you go interrogating.
I could collect my thoughts if I wasn't grappled, or if I wasn't tied up by metal wires. Zanir, don't let her leave.
I'll start trying to get those wires off of Mercy.
She
deserve
knows
this.
something. She just growls and tries to pull against the wires, which are probably not helpful to Felix's efforts.
Avia, what have you been up to since you left? You were in Night Garden?
Avia's looking at Zanir. She's saying, you've been in this land for some time now. I assume you've heard of Lorsin's Crossing.
I have heard it in passing, yes. We've mentioned using it to cross to the natural realm. What about it?
On my approach to the island branch, I used the crossing, and the night garden is where it took me.
So it was an accident.
She shrugs. You could say.
I
See,
call
Mercy?
bullshit. You really believe that, Zanir?
Yes, I do.
Mercy wants to roll an insight check.
Sure.
And see if she's lying. She's a little mad right now. Maybe not reading other people's emotions that well.
Mercy is 14. I think. Yeah, Mercy is grabbing that she's not lying.
Alright. Fine. You accidentally went to the Night Garden, accidentally met a lycanthrope who was my mentor, who is dead, who accidentally fought him, and then managed to escape. That's it? That's the story?
That's the truth. Sorry if it's not so exciting.
What about your missions in the South? I know you were there.
What are you talking about?
I received information that marked where you were. One of them was near the mountains, and one of them was in the south, near Stormwake.
Zanir, we really don't need this style of intrusion.
Avia, I get that Mercy's a little abrasive right now, but she has been helpful so far. Two of you can just talk things out. I'm sure we can all get along.
She's hiding something. Can't you tell, Zanir? How well do you even know your sister?
Very well.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
3 months.
Okay, that's not a very long time, but a lot can happen in 3 months. Especially with someone who's focused on vengeance.
And I'm curious to know Avia's story as well, but none of what's going on is necessary. We could just talk.
I'm talking. She's the one who set the trap. She pulls at the wires again.
More than likely, that may have been our parents, but we found other traps in the house that were set by them.
Oh.
No, that one's mine.
Okay, well, sure.
And would you stop struggling? These are hard enough to get off.
Is it possible, Mercy, that the information that you received was inaccurate?
No. It's already
No.
proven to be accurate, given Avia's Night Garden instance.
And yet, Avia, you deny having been there?
Avia said she was in the Night Garden, but she hasn't been to the
And
south
this,
in Stormwake.
yeah, that's what he means at this point, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she hasn't been.
It's possible that the information is indicating someone else's involvement as well, but she met my master when he's supposed to be dead. In the Night Garden, fought with him. Why? He wouldn't have just attacked her for no reason. He was a blood hunter. He hunted monsters.
Did you not say he was a lycanthrope?
He used it to protect the innocent from the monsters. He became one. We all do.
That sounds like your mystery, not mine.
It is my mystery, but she just sighs. defeated and deflated. You know what? You're right.
If you don't believe me, you should go to the night garden and see for yourself.
I will.
Felix breaks the wires.
Thank you.
There we go.
What did you do, Mercy? How did this start?
I've been seeing visions of Avia fighting with my master in the night garden. But she didn't say anything when we met her the first time. I needed to know what she was hiding.
We didn't exactly have much to talk about in regards to that the first time we saw her.
I just don't trust her.
Clearly. I don't know how this became a fight between the two of you, but
Well, I was just trying to be subtle without alarming you. I didn't want you to think that, I was after your sister for any nefarious reasons.
well, that didn't quite work out.
Yes, well, she's very fast, Zanir.
You didn't anticipate this?
It's just maybe not. I might have underestimated her, and I admit that I should not have. You are both very fast and very capable fighters.
For as much respect you have as you have for me, you should have far more for her.
Absolutely not. She's done nothing but be sneaky and slightly untruthful.
Can we say that you've been much different in regards to her?
Uh,
She wouldn't have attacked you without reason if you simply asked her questions.
I thought she was a threat. She fought my master.
She's my sister.
And my mentor or both is and was a blood hunter. And we'd live by a code. Even in his finals days, when he was losing his mind, we lived by a code. He wouldn't have just attacked her.
When he was losing his mind?
Yeah.
You didn't think to mention that part before now?
Towards the end, it was very... Sometimes blood hunters don't last in their heads as long as their powers do.
Well, it's no surprise. He became a werewolf.
He'd been a werewolf a long time. He just joined the Order of the Lycanthrope to put it to good use.
I mean, I suppose there's nobility in that, but it sounds like his demise was inevitable.
Well, he had it very under control, but he was carefully guarded when he started to deteriorate, just as we all are. We take care of our own.
And I can believe all that. But if for some reason he is still alive, you already knew he was in a deleterious state.
I saw him die. He cannot still be alive. If
And
he
why are
is,
you...
he's in some partial state of being. He's probably not. He probably doesn't even exist on this plane or the Night Garden's plane. I don't know how it's possible, but he's dead.
Then is it any wonder that he attacked Avia?
Yes. It's
If he is...
still a wonder.
I don't know how he is alive. I don't know anything about that situation. But if he is as far gone as you say, then isn't that surprising he would have attacked her?
I don't know. But I need to find out.
We all have questions that we need answered, but There are better ways of going about finding the answers. Particularly when you're dealing with someone's sister.
That's fair. Suppose
You are my friend, but if you try to harm her, I know whose side I will be on.
Mercy sighs and looks down. I understand, and I apologize for attacking your sister.
You don't need to apologize to me. You need to apologize to her.
I will absolutely not do that.
Oh,
With
you're so
all the respect in the world, Zanir.
so
Absolutely not.
stubborn, Mercy.
She shot at me first.
Unprovoked.
It was a little provoked, but it was a little bit of an overreaction to the provocation, in my opinion. I barely had my sword out.
You drew your weapon on her? Of course she's going to shoot at you. She had no idea what you were trying to do.
I told her exactly what I was trying to do.
While drawing your sword. Can you not see how bad this looks for you, Mercy? Felix, back me up on this one. This can't be how you approach this situation, right?
Yes, Felix. How would you approach this situation?
I would have started by saying, "Hey," not by tackling somebody.
Okay, Felix. Well, you and I clearly do things a little bit differently, and there's nothing wrong with both of our approaches. I said I was sorry, but I'm not going to apologize to her. I'm just not going to, okay? I simply won't. But I will not tackle her again. And I will try not to offend you any further, Zanir.
Suppose that will be as good as we'll get.
Now, did you find what you were looking for in this, she looks around, house?
We have found some clues, although we have not been able to decipher all of them.
What clues? Perhaps I can help.
Specifically, there is a magic circle in the Kudaji language in the basement that we've been unable to determine the function of.
Well, if it's infernal in nature, I may be able to help. So
Not
let's go.
infernal.
No?
Majri.
Ah. I might be able to help anyway.
If you can take a look, I won't stop you. It'll be nice to figure out what it does, why it's there. But we still have more of the house to search.
Right, well, I'll go see what I can do. And Mercy walks
And
down. Well, we'll wait to be led because she probably doesn't know where it is, to where the circle is.
alright, I'll take you down there. Back to the basement. To the lovely blood-drawn magic circle.
Okay. I can roll Arcana, but I get advantage if it is related to fiends. So if this was the cult, would I get advantage on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. So Mercy's looking closely at the circle with a 20 that she rolled. Mercy's able to determine the circle has something to do with a the circle's magic is made towards like breaking a seal, like unbind, like almost like a dispel magic, but a devil version of dispel magic, something meant to undo magic or undo some sort of a binding, sealing. Yeah.
Does it look new or old, or is there any way to tell?
It's old. The blood is very dried.
Mercy puts her hands on her hips. Well, if it weren't so old, I'd be very concerned that they were already trying to find a way to get Eshitan back.
No, this
But
likely happened the night that the manor was attacked.
well, your parents didn't have any devils in a bottle laying around, did they?
I don't think so. We weren't really allowed to come to the basement, so what they had down here, I can only really guess at.
Well, the cultists were, or whoever this was unbinding something, likely devil in nature. So, what that has to do with your parents, I'm not really sure. Perhaps it was the location, and they were just collateral damage.
I would assume that there was some sort of artifact here, perhaps magically bound, that they needed to unbind with this circle.
Could be.
What
They
that
were likely
artifact is,
successful.
well, it is no longer here, so they were definitely successful.
Mm-hmm. Your
Don't
parents don't have any journals or anything that you've access to?
None that we've found so far, but like I said, we're still looking.
This case in particular once held the Flamebinder.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Yeah. The details.
Oh.
Those papers that Zanir found before,
Mm-hmm.
that item was once right here, where the magic circle.
Well, that solves quite a big mystery.
Flamebinder. So what would they have wanted with that?
Well, I don't really know, to be honest. It was draconic in nature. We don't really know of a connection between the hells and dragons, do we?
None that I've heard of. It's a better question to ask a dragon, though.
Actually, that's a good point. I wonder if Kulari knows anything about this Graxlotar.
Another dragon.
A red dragon, apparently, that my parents once hunted.
Oh. It's worth an ask. She's been moderately helpful so far.
Perhaps she can tell us what the flame binder was for? There's just too many questions.
Will she be at the council? Do we know?
I don't think she's involved with the council.
No. Well, maybe we can swing by her realm on the way over there.
On the way out of the natural realm, maybe we could ask Ilvoth to send her a message.
That's a good point. You know, she might want to know that Isrion is gunning for her people potentially again.
Yes, I imagine there'd be something said there between the two of them. Wait,
I
what
would
do you
love.
mean gunning for her people?
Oh. Well, when we were talking to the Angel of Diligence, she informed us that Isrion was going to punish the church for not being murderers.
What?
Yes, that's what I said.
Wait, why? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I guess he feels like ignoring his orders was the wrong choice for some reason. So I can only imagine that eventually it will fall back onto the people of Kudajra somehow. I don't have a lot of faith in the church to make the right decision, and I don't really have a lot of faith in the angels either.
Then shouldn't we be more concerned with the Sultaness?
Well, we could warn the Sultaness as well, yes. We already sent a message to Alistair that Isrion was unhappy, but again, I can't imagine they're going to make the right decision.
If an all-powerful deity came and told you to do something or be punished for it, what would you do?
Well, this is why I do not consult with deities often.
Yet another thing to add to the list. We should speed this up. Sounds like we don't have much time to spend here.
I agree.
Not as much as we thought. I still need to check upstairs and in our parents' room. Maybe there'll be more. You mentioned a journal. I can't see that. Can't see how that would have survived at this point, but maybe.
I'll help down here.
And Zanir will head up the stairs to see what remains of the living quarters.
Okay.
On your way up, I'll ask what's on the other side of this rubble.
Out of character, I kind of assumed that was basically the servants' quarters.
Yeah.
Okay, but you said a servant was the one who came and got you, right? And got you out of the building.
Yes.
Has the thought ever crossed that a servant might have let the cultists in?
Many times. My sister and I have speculated on who that might have been. And in circles and circles we go with that theory.
Well,
We have no evidence.
then I'm going to continue to clear my way through this and try to get back there. Maybe someone left something behind of note.
I'll help.
Well, I appreciate that, and please let us know if you find anything.
Yeah.
I'll be taking upstairs.
I promise there will be no tackling while you're gone.
Yes, please keep an eye on Mercy.
Mercy rolls her eyes.
Don't act like you don't deserve it.
Yes, yes. No tackling.
Felix will chuckle and get back to work.
So Mercy and Felix are looking in this area of the house. Zanir is going upstairs. Could everyone roll investigation?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, this is what we're waiting for.
Oh, there it is.
Zanir can roll with advantage.
Thank goodness. That was awful.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And then Felix.
Yeah. You got that 9? Rolling high today?
It's so sad. Investigation is one of my best skills, and I roll a freaking 14.
So Mercy and Felix are investigating the servant quarters area. They are finding what they would likely expect: various like beds, wardrobes, clothing. There's some amount of signs of there's some signs of fighting that happened in this area. Things are thrown about and turned over. In particular, that would be Mercy who to find a Kudajrin dagger.
Does it look like it was, I guess that would be kind of hard to tell. Like, I don't know if it was just on the ground or if she found it somewhere that would like indicate that it belonged to somebody who had lived here.
It was on the ground, like scattered among other items.
She picks it up and shows it to Felix. Well, I guess more evidence they were here.
Yeah, that's a pretty dagger. Oh, that's from Kadashra. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it is a Kudajrin dagger.
Zanir is finding a collection of letters between his father and another tabaxi individual. This person Zanir is gathering from these various writings is a male tabaxi ranger with black fur. They seem to be
Someone-
of a similar age. Likely, yeah, they seem to be of a similar age and also similar profession, and likely went on adventures together during their time.
Possibly someone that he heard stories about growing up.
Yeah.
Okay. And that makes sense. What is the content of those letters?
This individual, there's a variety of topics, such as, yeah, there's a variety of sort of general, like, family, adventuring, like travel, exploring topics within these pages. There seems to be a theme of this other individual in particular about be wary of, like, gathering or collecting too many things. Like, there are themes of resting on laurels. There are themes of a dragon and its horde. He's describing, this individual's name is Furin. He seems to be more of a wanderer type, more of a, like, a vagrant. Like, he doesn't have a home. He mostly travels. He doesn't hold many possessions. And this is in contrast to Zanir's parents, who, towards the end of their adventuring, began to gather a great deal of artifacts, treasures, things like that.
And also began to settle down. It
Yeah.
seems like this guy would not. So someone to look out for. I'll gather those letters up. Was there anything else of note in the upper areas?
That is all that Zanir finds.
Well, he'll probably spend quite a long time up there just reminiscing and thinking about how things used to be. Standing in his old room and just looking around.
Around that time, Avia is coming out to the central area. She briefly looks around before moving to step outside.
Would Mercy and Felix have seen her leave, or not really? There's just walls.
They would have seen.
They would have seen. Mercy just watches her and glares at her, waiting to see where she goes.
There's a long moment of Avia standing outside, looking over the cliffside at the magical waters that are spreading outwards.
While she's sitting there, Zane would finish up upstairs and come down and just see her outside. He would just walk over and move to stand next to her. Brings back a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does.
Well, still wonder what happened to Corey and the other servants. What became of them?
They're probably dead.
Probably. But that doesn't mean definitely. I'd like to think someone made it out. Someone aside from just us. But perhaps that's just my guilty conscience speaking.
Guilty. It's not your fault.
No. I know it's not, but can't tell me you've never felt a little bit guilty that we're the only two that made it out.
Maybe I did. But I've forgotten.
Sounds like you. Thought I could be as strong as you are. Anyway, I found some letters between Dad and one of his adventuring buddies. Do you remember Furin?
I do. Yeah. Lots of stories, but I don't think I ever met him.
No? Odd how much they were still in communication, but he never came to visit.
Maybe he
Well,
didn't
it's
like our
come-
house.
From what I'm reading of these letters, he seemed not to be a fan of the idea. Settling down and hoarding treasures. Maybe if we could find him, we could get a little more insight into all of this. Seems to know something.
If he's not dead too.
There is that. Don't even know where to start looking for him at this point. Well, everything that we've found so far leads me to believe that the cult was here primarily for that staff, that flame binder. When we have the time, I'm going to try and see if we can talk to Kalari and learn more about this red dragon that our parents fought.
I was thinking the same thing. They said its lair was in the arid branch.
Indeed. Not a place I would want to go personally, but that does seem to be where the trail leads. I presume you'll keep following this thread.
Avia starts walking again. She turns over her shoulder to Zanir. She's saying, I won't rest until I found and killed all of them.
I thought you might say that.
I expect there's something to find in that dragon's lair. That will be my next goal.
Well, I want to come with you. I really do. But at this point, I'm wrapped up in things that are far beyond just our parents' legacy and revenge. I need to see them through. I'll still be there to help you when you need me. But for now, all I can do is just hope for your safety.
The feeling is mutual. Avia begins to climb down the cliffside, heading away from the island.
Wait, one more thing. Avia, one more thing. This may come in handy for you. And Zanir will remove Badana's mantle and hand it over to her. This will keep you safe.
If you say so. You know, I'm not a fan of leather.
Well, I'm a fan of you surviving, so I think that takes precedent.
Avia nods her head and walks away.
He'll just stand there and watch out over the waves and see until he can no longer see Avia. And he'll turn back and head inside to find Mercy and Felix.
Any thoughts or actions from Mercy or Felix during that time?
So, I guess the reunion is cut short. Gotta get to that vengeance, right?
She's always been obsessed with the idea. I've never been able to talk her out of it.
Well, it's an unhealthy obsession, but understandable.
All I can do is try to support her the best way that I can and help her when she needs my help. I do think we got some things cleared up, at least. Though I still can't say she's a big fan of you.
Likewise.
I will put that aside for now. Did you two find anything?
Oh, Mercy holds up the knife. Just further evidence of what we already knew. So, nothing too
Where did you find
interesting.
that?
In here. Looks like there was some sort of fight.
I assume that I would be able to recall whose quarters those were.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll take the knife from Mercy if she'll let me have it
Yes.
and examine it for use. Does it seem like it had seen action, or was it something that was just held here? Or was in the room prior to the attack?
So here's gathering that it is a result of the attack, along with the other signs they found so far.
Okay. Well, that's good to know that whichever servant was there was not the traitor. I don't think there's much else left in this house at this point. We have more important things to be doing.
If you're sure.
I am. I think it's time that we moved on.
Okay.
Of course, if we only had more questions now than we got answers.
Well, I can relate to that.
Well, the good news is we are in the island branch. I don't really want to stay here anymore, but if you wanted, we could take a little time to enjoy this area.
Mercy looks around. Oh, well, it's rather sunny.
Very nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Suppose if we have to stay, could stay.
Well, we don't have to.
I know Felix did want to see some beaches. No.
Yeah, the ride over here was gorgeous. So I really want to get into that water, get a good soak.
It is quite nice.
It all sounds like a little bit of a waste of time, but fine. I can stay for.
We still have a few days till the council meeting, and
There's
I really want to go
many,
home.
so many things we could do in the
Yes.
meantime.
And how many things have we done without taking a moment's rest?
Not enough, but fine. I concede. We will rest.
Well, I do know of a few areas where there's more of a civilized presence. Or if you like, we can stick to the seclusion of this island.
As long as wherever we go there is shade, I'm fine with either.
Well, just look around. There's palm trees everywhere. Fine shade.
This is true.
Well, I'm personally fine with either. So, for convenience sake, we just find something around here. I mean, unless it's dangerous here at night, do we need to find like shelter and stuff, or can we just set up camp?
It's not particularly dangerous around here. I mean, Avi and I used to camp out all the time. I mean, unless things have changed since we lived here.
Well, I guess we give it a shot then.
Sounds good to me. We'll take the rest of today and suppose we'll get back to work tomorrow.
Deal.
Deal.
Poor Val, missing the beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in the abyss.
The party walks down from the house down by the cliffside, the shoreline. They are seeing magical blue waters, various sea life traveling through the area.
Felix immediately starts undoing his armor and setting it off to the side where it won't get sand in it.
Same for Zanir and his very sensitive guns.
Mercy's looking for the shadiest possible spot she can sit down in.
Well, probably these. There's trees up here that are shady. There's also more trees toward the bottom of the map. Also, the cliff is shown.
I think somewhere she would have a good vantage point of the area. So this looks good.
Come on, Mercy, let's get in the water.
I will when the sun goes down. It is just too much.
Do it yourself. And once Zanir is appropriately stripped down, he will run to the edge of this cliffside and dive into the water.
Cool.
I'll probably take a bit longer because plate armor and such. But yeah, no. Felix will jump off, but because he's slightly scared of heights, he's gonna cast Featherfall on the way down.
It's not that far, you know.
Far enough.
We've been jumping off this cliff since we were small children. I think you'll be fine.
I am fine because I casted Featherfall. Landed right nice and soft. Just dipped into the water like a responsible person.
Do you cast Featherfall when you get out of bed, too?
Dear.
No, because I can plant my feet when I get out of my bed. But as of lately, we've been sleeping on the ground, so no.
I dare you to try jumping at least one time without magic.
About how high is this cliff?
Mm, 30 feet?
Said 20 or 30?
30.
30. He'll look up at it. Fine. And he'll start angrily swimming over to the beach to climb back up.
Do a cannonball!
He chuckles as Felix swims all the way over there, where he just swims here and climbs right up the cliff.
And he'll just like edge up to the tip of it and kind of like look over. And his breathing is physically heavy. Just, Okay.
At this point,
That's
Daenerys
hard.
is just gonna put his hand on Felix's back and give a light shove.
Shit. And he'll fall off.
And then Daenerys will jump in after him.
He's just gonna look at you pissed off. You
See?
son of a bitch.
It's perfectly safe.
I was gearing up to jump myself.
Yes, but were you actually going to do it?
Yes.
It was more fun.
I see
Good
how it's
job.
gonna be.
Come on, Felix. It's all in good fun.
He'll just start nodding and like have this like shit-eating grin on his face. Okay, let's see how it's gonna be. We'll
It's
see.
all in good fun, okay?
Oh, of course, of course. Good fun, good fun. And he'll just chuckle as he's as he's just relaxing and floating on top of the water. Man, it feels nice.
It does.
The party's gonna have +1 to their attributes after resting on the island.
Alright, let's go.
Forever?
Was
For the
plus
next
one
3
to what?
days.
Oh.
The next 3 centuries. Got it.
+1 to all your attributes. Or, yeah.
Oh. Do we set that?
I think you could add add a custom modification, like custom modifier.
Yeah. It's just remembering to take it off later, but
3
okay,
days.
set a +1 to the score or to the modifier?
Oh yeah.
To the modifier. Yeah.
Modifier?
Yeah.
Just to our like strength, intelligence, dexterity, all that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I don't know how to add one to the modifier though.
Just add 2 points to all your skills. And it'll jump
Oh, and then
modifier
it'll
one.
do it. Okay. Nice. What if we're already at 20 with one of them? Does that also go up?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Wow. How do we make this permanent?
I know, right? And then I'll just add a note.
Any other thoughts or actions from the party during that time?
Not from me.
I think we probably spend the day playing around. Daenerys will set up a cookout that evening and make everyone a nice enough feast. As good as they can make at this point.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Mercy insists, however, that we leave at first light or before.
Okay, I know Val's not here to say it, but really, before first light.
Before first lights, yes.
That's reasonable. I just had to say it because I kind of miss hearing it.
And we will coax Mercy into getting into the water after nightfall.
After nightfall, Mercy will pretend to be begrudging about it, but she's actually enjoying herself.
Yep. And so we have ourselves a nice mini vacation.
So the party is resting on the island, and then what is their next course of action on the next day? When they leave again, what are they doing?
Yeah, we would leave. Yeah, I guess where do we want to go first? We have a couple of places.
Well, to get out of here, we have to go through the central branch.
Yeah, so
I would like to see if we can get in contact with Kulari. We can notify her about Isrion as well as question her about the Red Dragon, both.
yeah, agreed.
And
So we'll
from
do. Sorry, go ahead.
how many days do we have until the council meeting?
4 now? 3 now?
4?
3.
What do we need? 3?
Yeah, 2 days have passed since. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that we need to do in regards to the council meeting before it happens.
Yeah. I wonder if we can get a message to the Sultaness also and warn her. That shouldn't take too long. I mean, we could go to Alistair and make sure they're, well, I don't know,
Do we have
leaving.
time for that?
Where is the council meeting held?
At Etheria.
Okay, so we really can't. I don't think we have time to cross the country anyway. So
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, does the council, I mean, would some of the council get there ahead of time?
yeah, I assume there's somebody that probably will want to be there beforehand. Early bird gets the worm type people.
Probably depends on when Zendaya and Val get back from the Abyss.
That's true.
Was that in character?
No. Zinir doesn't even know they're there. Well, he guess he does know they're there, but
Oh yeah, they did tell him actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But no, that's not what Zinir said. Because the demon representative may be coming with Zine from the Abyss.
Ah, yes. Well, first things first, let's, ask a dragon about another dragon and then see where we go from there.
Cool. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop for now.
Indeed.
Yeah. That was exciting.
We got through quite a bit
Yeah.
of new information there.
Next time is going to be on the 11th. Is everyone okay for that day?
I am good for the 11th.
On the 11th,
I should be.
I have a thing that day, but I don't know what time it starts. I should be able to start the session, and I'll let you know when I need to leave, or when I need to go.
Okay. Any questions or comments about this one?
think so.
No, only thank you for running another game for us.
Yes, thank you.
It was fun as always.
Cool. You're welcome, and see you next time.
See you guys.
See ya.
There we go.
It's really lit right now. It's really lit right now. The only thing is, it's a lot of time being spent on Zanir, but it makes sense because it's his sort of backstory and stuff. So there you go. Yeah, other characters have their own special thing that they're gonna be doing, and it's gonna be okay. No big deal. Every character has their own unique thing. Every character has their own unique thing. So it's not that only this character is doing it. No. This character. You know what? I should tie it together more. I should. You know what? I will admit. You know what? I will admit that I could tie it together more. Because Mercy and Zanir's thing is really tied together. Mercy and Zanir's thing is really tied together. But Felix's thing is not tied into anything else. So, I don't know. Maybe the next time that Val meets his parents, I could tie in the sleeping giant thing, and then that could tie into Felix's thing, and then there'd be more interest in that whole thing. Oh my god. The story really writes itself, man. All you gotta do is play the character. All you got to do is play the character, and the story really writes itself. That's a moment that naturally emerged. I didn't write that moment. I did not write that moment. I did not ask for that moment. That's just a natural thing. And guess what? It really did happen organically. It's lit. It's really lit, man. It really is lit. It really is fire. Okay. Anyway. Whew. Oh no. Look, man. Hold on. Just wait 1 second, okay? Because I'm grabbing the lightsaber again, actually. Great idea. Oh my. Ooh. Why do I have this but no? Why do I have this but then no? But then why do I, bro? What the hell? I was last. Oh my. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Party is over. See you next time. That's gonna be on the 11th. You wouldn't want to do a session between. What? You wouldn't want to do a session with just Val and Sine as a duo. Wait a minute, man. Just Val and Sine as a duo? Go ahead and hit that, bro. That sounds kind of clean. In the Abyss, Val and Sine as a duo in the abyss. Come on, that sounds kind of clean, bro. Ooh. It's really lit right now. All right, well, see you later.